Y'all already know. We got the entire spiritual world shook up and tore up. You want to know why? I finished translating the entire Bariyt Hadash. It's finished. Matati Yahu, Matthew, all the way to Hazun, Revelation is finished. So now the spiritual world is shaking. So we got to come together, strong prayer, trusted in Yahuwah's protection, because it's his word. Satan has been defeated. He tried to mess with our internet connections today because I'm announcing to the world that it's completed. Now we've got about 17 days. We got to do reviews, edits, positioning, the whole nine to get it ready. So we extended the truth scriptures, New Testament, Bariyt Hadash portion. It's got its final extension to May the 31st. Get up as high as you can with the packages. We expect to be at the printers by May 31st, 531. We expect to be there with your prayers, your support, your energy, your spirit, your soul. Back in this project, we can get it done. We're going to need everybody. Going to need everybody, though. All right. Let me get all my lighting set up. Hey, Lean, can you come here real quick, sweetheart? Babe? Can you come here just for 1 second, please? Y'all bear with me. I'm getting all my lighting straight. We've been in here trying to get the internet straight. Can you hit this light for me, please, over there? That one extension, and we're going in. Look at this title. This light. Look at this title, fam. Hit it again. The Real Revelation. Thank you, sweetheart. Appreciate that. My wife awesome. Don't y'all love Lena? Send Lena a shout out. She's in there doing homeschooling work with our son. Because we keep the real Shabbat. That means some days he's working on this pagan day they call Sunday. He's doing schoolwork. Hey. Y'all see this title? The Real Revelation, chapter 22, the final chapter in the Bariyt Hadash. We're going to go there? Are we crazy to go there? And while we're going there, we're going to tear down all these pagan holidays? Every single pagan holiday is coming down. It's a fact. Every one of them is coming down. Thank you, brother Daniel Bakote. Let's start some kingdom business. That's why Daniel Bakote is one of them real ones out there. See, Yahuwah got some soldiers. He got some soldiers on the front line. It's not going to play. I'm one of them. That's right, Sister Hannah. Shall we go up? When we going up, that means we're going to go up and pray and come back down and tear stuff up. Y'all saw me last night on the live. I couldn't even talk anymore. That was it. Spirit was all over me. My goodness. Come on, Juanita. Juanita Heinrich is coming in. Heinrich is coming in strong. She came out of nowhere. That's how all of us are going to be. That's how all of us are going to be. We're going to come out of nowhere. This world hasn't seen all the troops that's coming in the name of Yahuwah. Wait till he turn it loose. I'm going to hey, come on, Byron ship. Yeah. Krishundra and Byron is in the building. Yeah. Shall we go up and pray and then come back down and take over the land? Yahusha, son named Joshua, who came after Masha. Yeah, he went up on a high place. Yahuwah led him up on a high mountain, a high place. He looked over into the valley. He looked down and saw all them pagans down there. The land that was flowing with milk and honey. He looked down there. Boy, that's a good land. Yahuwah, let me go get them. In the scriptures, it says, they are bread for us. In our terms today, they are a meal for us. There's nothing to it. Yahuwah, turn us loose and we'll go down there and eat them up like a sandwich. One day is coming. Yeah, one day is coming where Yahuwah ain't going to tell us what he told Yahusha, a son named Joshua then. One day, Yahuwah is not going to tell us what he told Yahusha, Joshua right there. He's telling us right now the same thing he told Yahusha, Joshua, on that mountaintop when he looked down there and said, they are bread for us. Yeah. Yeah. They are bread for us. Yahuwah telling us the same thing, family. What did he do? Did he turn them loose right then? What was the purpose of Yahuwah taking Yahusha, son named Joshua, who was Husha? What was the purpose of him taking him up there? He wanted to show him what's available. He wanted to show him what's accessible. He wanted to show, I'm going to give you everything that you want. I want you to have a clear vision of it. That land is going to be your land. Everything that the enemy stole from you, I'm going to give it back to you. Pressed down, shaking together, and running over. Thank you, Sister Emily. That's my sister right there, for real. Come on, Catherine. He was showing what they was about to get. But guess what he did? Guess what he did? Yahuwah said, go back down. Took him up. Then he told him, go back down in that field. And you still got work to do. What's the work that Yahusha, son named Joshua, what do you have to go back down in that field to do? Think about this. Same thing. This no different right now. At this time, in this moment of life, Yahuwah's telling us the same thing he told Yahusha, Joshua. He said, you got to go back down. And every single voice of doubt has to die. That was it. Come on, Carlos. You know I'm teaching. Every voice of doubt has to die. That's why the 144 is so critical. We won't have no doubt. I know for a fact I'm one of the 144. Are you? Because the 144, we don't have no doubt, which gives us full faith. That's the power part about no doubt. See, it's easier to have no doubt than it is to have faith, believe it or not. But if you have no doubt, you got full faith. Focus on having no doubt and watch what happens to your faith. See, once you have no doubt, you immediately get the faith the size of a mustard seed. Then you can tell this mountain to be tossed into the sea and it will do it. The things that Yahuwah has in store for us, we ain't even really gripped it yet. Today is a step in that direction. You got to get there. No doubt. Every voice of doubt's got to die. Do y'all know what happened there? Do y'all know what happened? Because Yahusha, son named Joshua, you go read the scriptures. Wait till I translate those. He said, Yahuwah, you got me surrounded by a group of people that don't believe you. That's deep, y'all. That's deep. And guess what? Many of y'all felt the same way in your life. Many of us felt the same way. And that's why we don't argue. We don't complain. We don't fuss. We don't fight. We don't do nothing with nobody out there that has to deal with negativity. You believe what you want to believe. 144 of us, we're going to believe what we want to believe. We're going to look at the real scriptures. We're not going to make any excuses for any of them. And then we're going to touch and we're going to agree. That's what we're going to do. Once 144 of us completely touch and agree, you're going to see hundreds and then thousands of people coming to Yahuwah. Because we got to get to the 144,000, don't we? We got to get to the 140. How are you going to get to the 144,000 without one? Yahuwah want me to tell you the power of one. You can't have 100 without one. You can't have 144 without one. You can't have 144,000 without one. All of us today got to be that one. We got to stop looking around at other people and saying, are you the one? Are you the one? Waiting on the one? No, I'm the one. That's what you got to say. You got to say, I am the one. Wait a minute. Sometime or another. Listen, this is going to go down for real. Yahuwah has to be. All of nature tells us he exists. Therefore, we are given no excuse. All of nature. Wait a minute. I had one script. I'm going into Revelation, but Yahuwah just told me, go over there and tell him. Go tell him what I said before I checked out of earth. Tell him. Let me get over to YAHUAH and real quick before I go over here. Yahuwah told me, tell him. Yeah. Go tell him. Yeah. We're going over to YAHUAH chapter 20. First time y'all heard this from the true scriptures. First time you heard it from the true scriptures. YAHUAH chapter 20. Verse 24. Never heard it before. Never heard it before. This ain't been out in the world before. The real translation of John, YAHUAH chapter 20, verse 24 through 29. It's about 5-6 verses I'm going to read to you. Put your seatbelts on for real, for real. Watch. Watch what happens. Y'all ready? Set, go. YAHUAH chapter 20, verse 24. But Thomas, but Thomas, one of the 12 now. This is one of the 12 emissaries, sign name apostles. His nickname was the twin, by the way. He was not with them when Yahusha came and they first saw Yahusha and when he rose from the dead. For some reason, Thomas was not there. For some reason, he wasn't there. I'm going there. What was he not doing there? I don't know. For some reason, he wasn't there when Yahusha first appeared to Mary Magdala. Mary Magdalene. They call her Mary Magdalene. I'm getting to the part now. I know I'm really getting the spirit in me. Because I'm starting to forget all the pagan names for real, that we grew up with. I'm translating. I got their real names down. Marim Magdala. She saw him first. Then he appeared to 10 of them. One of them is out. Yahudah, Aish, Kariut, Judas Iscariot. He's gone. He done betrayed, got his guts spilled out in that field that's still there today. He's out. And then Tamar is not there. So 10 of them were there, and they saw Yahusha. Yahusha hung out with them. They told Tamar, hey, boy, you heard what he said. But Tamar said to them, hold on. He was not there with them when Yahusha came. The other disciples told him, we have seen the master. Woo! We have seen the master. Man, oh man. Are y'all ready? Before I go in. Can y'all understand this? We have seen the master. But Tamar said to them, unless I see the nail marks in his hands and put my finger in his side, I will not believe it. That's a lot of people listening to me right now. You having a no doubt issue. Notice I didn't say you have not. It's not a faith issue. You got to figure out, how do you get to no doubt? Go look at the trees. Take you to no doubt. Thank you, Brother Daniel, giving out some memberships for our incredible YouTube channel. Shout out to YouTube. Love y'all. Doing a fabulous job with this platform. Getting Yahuwah all over the place because of y'all. Think I don't love me some YouTube? Love them. Yeah. He said, unless I see the nail marks in his hands and put my finger in his side, I will not believe it. 8 days later, the disciples were in a house again, and Tamar was with them this time. Even though the doors were closed and locked, Yahusha came in and stood among them. The doors, the windows, everything is closed and locked. There wasn't no banging. There wasn't no fussing. There wasn't no fighting. See, that's us. We ain't banging. We ain't beating. We ain't debating. We're not fighting. We just gonna enter. We're gonna do what Yahusha did before he became Yahuwah. No, before he returned to being Yahuwah Mashiach. We're gonna do what he did. We just gonna enter. Hey, go on and try to lock the doors. Close up the windows. Come on, Cynthia, I see you. Go on, lock the doors. Close up the windows. Do everything you want with these pagan holidays. You're trying to lock them doors. You don't want people to see the truth that's inside. You don't want them to see it. That's okay. Right now, we finishing the judgment that's coming on the earth. We part of the finish. We're just going to enter. We're just going to do what Yahusha did. Yeah. 8 days later, the disciples were in the house again, and Tamar was with them. Even though the doors were closed and locked, Yahusha came in, stood among them, and then he said, peace be with you. That's what we're going to come in and say. That's why y'all got to understand. Yahusha's already taught us how to deal with it. Stop getting upset about people that don't get it. Don't even talk about them. Stop. I'm talking about your mama that don't like that you didn't call and say Happy Mother's Day. The hell with Mother's Day. I'm not chasing after no Ashura. Ain't got nothing to do with my mama. My mama got tricked, like many of your mamas got tricked, setting themselves up to be an idol. I ain't running over there. Yeah. Just pay attention. You're going to learn. This is the bomb right here, y'all. Because we're going to not fight and fuss with people. You see people popping in and out of these lives, wanting to fight and fuss and argue and this and that. Y'all see it? Daniel, CJ, the sower said he wants to thank you for that membership. Daniel handed out 10 million. He just spent $50 on y'all. Y'all ain't even realize it. Come on, John. I'm just getting warmed up. Going in. I'm going in. We just come in and say peace be with you. That's it. 27. Then Yahusha said to Tamar, which he will say to you. And you don't want him to say this to you. I don't want him to say this to me. We don't want this to happen. Consequences if we get to that point. Then Yahusha said to Tamar, put your finger here. Look at my hands. Go ahead and put your hand in my side. We don't want him to say that. We need to believe that. Do y'all believe that Yahusha got impaled, got ripped to shreds for you? Do you believe that? Do you need to see it actually have happened for you to believe it? And if you do believe it, what are you doing believing something you haven't seen? Did you have to get transported and go back in time and be like, Tamar? 2 times. Tamar. Or Tamar questioned Yahusha twice. You remember when he told him, anybody that's seen me has seen the Father. Now he's dealing with them again. Got a lot of patience. Dealing with them again. Hallelujah. Thank you, Yahuwah, for having patience. Woo! Do you need to see it? You got to get transported. Watch what happens. Put your finger here, Tama. Look at my hands. Put your hand in my side. Then y'all want to know what he said next? No more doubt. Notice, he didn't say believe. He didn't say faith first. The first 3 words that Yahusha said to Tama, no more doubt. Told y'all, go to no doubt first. The next thing he said is believe. That means have faith. He said, there's no more doubt. Listen, boy, Listen, gal, no more doubt. That's what he said. Then he said, believe. That means have faith. No more doubt. Exclamation point. Believe. Exclamation point. Both of them are exclamation points in the scriptures. Woo! My goodness. What y'all gonna do with this? Tamar responded to Yahusha saying, my master and my Yahuwah. Most people miss that part. Most people miss when Tamar got checked to the max. Like some of y'all gonna have to get checked with who Yahusha is. Yahusha is Yahuwah. When Tamar got checked, son named Thomas, when he got checked real good by the master himself, Brandon Tello been a member for a month on our channel. Thank you, Sister Lene in the building. I'm telling you right now, when he got checked real good, guess what happened? He said, my master, sign named Lord, and my Yahuwah. Come on, patience. She said, burn it down. I'm going to burn it down, sis. And my Yahuwah, sign name, pagan name God. What are y'all going to do with this that keep denying that Yahusha is Yahuwah? All of a sudden, Tamar, he's like, wait a minute. Who in the world could ever die the way he died and then come back to life? Surely you have to be the master. Surely you have to be the most high to do such a thing. Yeah. I'm tore up already. We got to get to Hazun 22. The true scripture is so good, sometimes we can't even get to it. We give you one, and one is so good, we can't get to the next. Imagine what the next 5 years going to be back if Yahuwah don't come back before then. Which he could. Because when this word goes out, hey, hey, Brother Robert Arinson, our diamond member, said, hey, over 100 of y'all in here eating. Y'all got to hit the like button. If you come in to eat, you ain't got to pay nothing except you have to like it. If you don't like it, what you doing in here? Gonna let me burn your ears up for nothing? I burn your ears up. If you like a hater, I'm gonna give you some real hater stuff. I'm gonna make you hate me big time. And I ain't gonna move. Because Yahuwah is in control. Tamar responded to Yahusha saying, my master and my Yahuwah. Where you going with this, Jay? I'm going with the next verse. Told you we're going to 29. That's where I'm going. Yahusha said to Tamar, because you have seen me, now you believe. But blessed, set apart, favored are those who do not see me and still believe. That's us. We get more favored. You get an extra portion. If you're going to believe without seeing him, you get an extra pound of all that goodness. If you won't be willing to believe him, like I talk to myself all the time, don't y'all? Y'all don't talk to yourself? And say, man, I'll be cracking up sometimes. I'll be cracking up sometimes. I'll be like, man, this is the bomb. I'm living my whole life. I gave up professional sports. I gave up the ways of this world. I gave up the traps, the lust, name it. Is that why Yahuwah put me in this spot? I'm talking about, you name it. Satan tried to give it to me. The women, the money, the fame, the fortune. He tried to give it to me. Many people, I'm telling you, you just don't understand. It's to get up in that position, very few can get up in that position. And once you get up in there, you will, and most of them have, sold their souls. For real, for real. I don't know, man. It's an energy. It's like Satan comes and pays you a personal visit. So you got this close. You want to go all the way in? I'll take you up high. I did it to your Savior. You think I ain't the ruler and the prince of this world? He said I am. I'll take you up and I'll show you cities. I'll show you all the fame you want. Give me your soul. He will hook you up on this earth. What are you doing? Going halfway. Yahuwah's going to spit you out. You going in a lake of fire going halfway with Yahuwah. Trying to like him and love him a little bit. Some of y'all called your mama up today. Said Happy Mother's Day. You're going in a lake of fire. You better call her back up and say, I repent. I shouldn't have said that to you. Yes. Come on, Rush. Come on. I got my brother Gerald tore up. Come on, Gerald. Hey, whoever said Happy Mother's Day, you got one chance to get out of this. You better call mama up and say, Mama, I can't put that pagan on you. You paganized your mama. You hurt her. You pushed her closer to the pit. She don't call on Yahuwah, she going. You going to try to push her faster? Better not. Whoever said Happy Mother's Day got to call mamas back up and say, I repent, I'm sorry. I should not have said Happy Mother's Day to you. I did you a dishonor to you. I broke the 5th commandment by even saying it to you. And I broke the 2nd commandment. And I broke the 1st commandment. I done broke 3 commandments in here. Say Happy Mother's Day to you. I'm in trouble. Barb said, aren't you supposed to honor your mother and father? Yes. When? Every day. Why you want to do it on a pagan Sunday, Barb? You want to wait to a pagan day? Why they do it every Sunday? Fam, Barb, got to ask yourself. Why do they wait to a Sunday every year? You don't understand the spring pagan ritual rites that they did. The sacrifices, the orgies. Y'all don't understand that part yet until you understand that part. Once you understand it, you're going to run way away from this type of nonsense. Because as soon as you worship on Mother's Day, Mama, and say Happy Mother's Day, give her some roses, you didn't give it to her. You gave it to the spirit of Satan that's on her. It's on your mama. It's called a Shira. That thing you see as a Statue of Liberty, that's a Shira. That's Nimrod's mama and wife. And that's who you're paying homage to. And all she is a disguise. You don't understand that Satan ain't just a he. Satan is transgender. He's one there. He's in that category. He's both of them. He shows up as Nimrod, then he'll show up as the mama. That's who he is. He's both. So you worshiping Satan plain and all out that quick. Hold on. I don't know if y'all can handle this. I don't know. Hannah, I don't know if they can handle it, sis. Woo! You better get Brandon in here. Brandon, Hannah done sent a shout out. Brandon got to hold me down. Because Yahusha said to him, because you've seen me, now you believe. Blessed are those who do not see me and still believe. I believe you, Yahuwah. Yes. I believe Yahuwah like that last line. I'm going to accept that. I claim that for me. Blessed am I because I have not seen him and I still believe. I claim all of that. How many of y'all claim all of that? I'm one of them blessed ones he was talking about. That's me. Claim it. Put it in the chat. If you claim what Yahuwah, are you one of the ones that Yahusha was talking about before he departed earth? That he said, hey, you are the one I'm really going to give some extra to. Yeah. You ain't got to see my side. You ain't got to see my hand. You ain't got to see me. Matter of fact, we're going to put a couple thousand years in between this thing. And you telling me you still going to believe in me like that? Is that what he's saying? Yes. Just humble yourself and accept it. There's a lot of greatness available for you. All these holidays coming down. Sorry. Hazun, chapter 22. I'm going in on the subject, on the title. That was the setup. That was the appetizer. Now we're going truth scriptures. First time ever been said in the world. Chapter 22, the grand finale. Let's see what it teaches us. Y'all ready? On your mark, get set, let's go. Then the messengers showed the river of life. It was crystal clear, and its water flowed from the throne of Yahuwah, and of the Lamb, the one and the same. Come on. The river of life flows from all of Yahuwah, the Lamb, the Father, the Spirit, the Mother. People say, you believe in the Trinity? Man, what about the Mother? That's 4 right there. Yahuwah way more than 3. What does that keep getting in my eye? Y'all ain't got that yet? Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Ready? That's Yahuwah. He way more than 3. He's the air. What number is the molecules of air? How many molecules is air in the world? How many molecules is air? You can't say billions. You can't say trillions. It's a number that we've never heard of. Put that in your Trinity. See if we give a damn about no Trinity. Care about that? Yahuwah is unlimited. Yahuwah is unlimited. He's from everlasting to everlasting, in all, through all. Woo! Yahuwah is the air. He way more than 3. It flowed, verse 2, through the middle of the main street of the city. On each side of the river was the tree of life. You got the river of life supplying nutrients to the tree of life, coming from the throne of Yahuwah, which produced 12 fruits, bearing each fruit each month. The leaves of the trees are for the healing of the nation. Man, y'all. Come on, Brandon. He said, Yahuwah is more than unlimited. It's a fact. Never get caught up in Trinity talk. It's useless. It's only pagan. Yahuwah is unlimited. He more than 4, more than 5, more than 20. He's everything. What y'all gonna do with this? Y'all ready to be healed? Y'all want to be healed? How many of y'all ready to be completely healed, set free, done? Some of y'all got deep infirmities. And now it's time for you to be healed. In this life, be made whole, as well as when you get your new body. Here it is. All you got to do is accept what I'm about to say. All you got to do is accept what I'm about to read from the word. Because it's for the healing. But you understand, it's for the healing of the nations. There will be no more curses anymore. The throne of YAHUAH is one, and the throne of the Lamb, two, will be there. And his, one, servants will serve him. What you gonna do with that? How can y'all handle that? How can you make an excuse that Yahusha is not YAHUAH when you hear verse 3 of HAZUN chapter 22? Revelation 22:3. How do you not all of a sudden go, I got it? There will be no more curse. I got a curse on me unless I accept this. That's what he's saying. You living in, around, and through a curse because you got to deal with this verse. There ain't no, is that a rap? Is that a rhyme? Sound like it didn't. There will be no more curses. The throne of YAHUAH and the throne of the Lamb will be there, and his servants will serve him. Hallelujah. Hold on. Verse 4. And they will see his face, one, and his name, one, will be in their foreheads. One name in their foreheads. Everybody knows. Write that down. Send it to me, Stephanie. Everybody knows. Danielle said, read that again. Wait a minute, Brother Brian got it. Not one person I know of has said what Brother Brian has said. He finally got it. YAHUAH is the Lamb. How many said that in their life? They don't get it. Only the set apart spirit can give you that, what Brother Brian Robertson put in. YAHUAH is the Lamb. Let me put that on the screen. Come on. YAHUAH is the Lamb. I'm going to read it again for my sister down in Jamaica, Danielle. She said, read it one more time. Verse 3, there will be no more curses. The throne of YAHUAH and the throne of the Lamb will be there, and his servants will serve him. How can you explain that verse any other way than Yahusha is YAHUAH? Is there any other way to explain that verse? No. You can't explain that verse any different. Because it talked about two different beings. And then it took it to a singular. Why? On accident? A mistake? It ain't no mistake. I'm reading. That's in Hebrew, by the way. HAZUN's written in Hebrew. It's one of the 4 books written in Hebrew. Look at that. Don't that feel good? Look at Lisa. Y'all typing it in. I see you. Come on, Lene. Look at Byron said, they think YAHUAH sent a stand-in for himself. No, he came down here. Hard for y'all to accept. And you will not have eternal life unless you accept it. Why you won't limit the Most High? He's the most. Can do anything. Can be anywhere, anytime. 2 places at one time? Yes. 8 places at one time? Yes. As a matter of fact, he's trillions of places at one time. Take a deep breath. That's him. He's the air. And where does the air exist? Everywhere. Boy, is Yahuwah's name in your forehead? Put it in the chat. Say Yahuwah's name. I'm going to put it first. Y'all might beat me. Yahuwah's name is in my forehead. I'm already ready. I'm already ready. Come on back. Yahuwah, when you come back, but hold on. I want to help some more of my brothers and sisters out there, the real ones that got pressed down. Yahuwah, hold on. Let us go get some more first. Yahuwah's name is in my forehead. He's my first thought. Yahuwah's name is in my forehead. Why is that important? Hazun Revelation 14:1. You can't be one of the 144,000 unless his name. Whose name? The Father's name. What's his name? Yahuwah has to be in your forehead. No other name. Not Yahusha. Not God, not Lord, not Jesus. None of these other crazy names that are out there when it comes to attaching to the Father. The Most High. The highest part of Yahuwah is the Father part of him. He's all the way up there. Verse 5. Verse 4. And they will see his face. We're going to see his face. How many of you want to see Yahuwah's face? And his name will be in their foreheads. Night, verse 5, will no longer exist. No one there will need light from a lamp or any light from the sun. We won't even need the sun. Because the Master Yahuwah, our Aluah, will be their light. And anyone there will reign with him forever and ever. Y'all in on this? I'm in on this one. I am rocking with Yahuwah on this one. I didn't give up everything I gave up on this in this lifetime. In this world, there's no way I gave up what I gave. There's no way I went through the scrutiny and through the trashing and through the degrading that I went through. Ain't no way. And me don't rock with Yahuwah like this. That's why I took all the chips. I'm all in. Yahuwah, I'm all in with you. Here's all my chips. Push them up in here. I'm all in. On verse 5, no longer will light. There won't be no night. It won't need any lamp or no light from the sun because the Master Yahuwah, our Aluah, will be their light. And anyone there will reign with him forever and ever. I'm reigning forever and ever. I'm all in on that one. Y'all in? Come on in. Put your chips in there. Put some chat chips. We got some chips we can put in the chat. Push them in. All in. I love that. Verse 6. Now, we got to put some seatbelts in the chat because everything is going up. All the nonsense is getting tore down. Man, this is the one. You got to go slow in this book because this is finishing it out. This is the finish. We're going to finish the records out here. Seatbelts are on. Put some fire on them. Our seats on fire. Y'all better watch out. Then the messenger said to me, do y'all know that some people believe? I feel it in my spirit too. Y'all might think I'm crazy when I say this. Some people believe, I happen to be one of them, the YAHUAH that wrote this book is still alive. Think about what I just said. Y'all ever thought of that or not? Anybody? Anybody ever went and said, YAHUAH, the one whom he loved, had a special affection for? I believe he's still living. Look at Catherine. Has anybody else besides me ever stopped and thought about that? I'm curious before I move on. Has anybody ever stopped and went, hey, YAHUAH, the one that he loved? Yes, Isaac said, I thought of it. We got to think. You can't not think of it. Because Kappa, who Yahusha said, I'm going to build my entire assembly on you. The Kahal. I like that. Y'all be real raw and honest here. Because we got to consider this. Yamani said, never thought about it. Catherine said, I haven't considered it. Luya said, I definitely believe it. Okay. Marquis said, no. Joe said, no, we got to be really authentic here. There's a big breakthrough in this. Trust me. Man. YAHUAH, the one that Yahusha loved, the one that when Yahusha was up on the stake, when he screamed, before he screamed out, it's finished, he looked down at Marim, his mama, and said, Mother, behold, look at your son. The next thing he did is he looked over at YAHUAH, the one that wrote this book. He said, this is your mother now. And it's recorded that YAHUAH then took Marim in and took care of her and the family. James had never thought about it. Hannah said, I believe it, I haven't thought about it. Shannon said, not that one. No, this ain't Kappa, Robert. This is YAHUAH. Kappa is the rock. But I'm telling you, I'm going to prove to you that Kappa, he believed that YAHUAH wasn't going to die. Did y'all know that? Do y'all know that Kappa believed that YAHUAH, John, the one that wrote, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with Yahweh. He's the same one writing this book of Hazun. Huh? I'm tripping y'all out with this one thing. Look at Randy. Randy put it in the chat. Some of y'all standing here. Yahusha was on earth. If it ain't YAHUAH, it's somebody. Because Yahusha said while he was standing on earth, some of you standing here shall not taste death. Come on, Brother Randy. You go. The Spirit got to open up your whole mind to receive what that word said. Rush said, I haven't thought of it. Look what Diane said. All right, you on it, sis. You like dead on it. Donna's tripping. Archella like, what? No, I'm talking about YAHUAH. Truth is in the TK. I'm not talking about Yahusha. I'm talking about a flesh and blood human being like you and I that was around, born 2,000 years ago. 2,000 years ago. Earth, are you tripping? Gerald, you tripping? Juanita said, bro, you got me spinning. Hold on, it's deeper than Hanuk, Daniel. Because Yahuwah took him. I'm talking about a human being alive when Yahusha was on the earth and will stay alive until Yahusha returns. At this point, we're at 2000, would be the age. I'm going to read y'all. Heather, hey, y'all tripping. I got to go back and read y'all something. Hold on one second. Y'all got me cracking up. This is hilarious. I just asked one question and the whole chat, anybody on the replay, y'all should have been in here. It's a beautiful thing. It's off the charts what's happening now. And there's some of y'all going to think I'm nuts. That's okay. YAHUAH, chapter 21. I just recently, we're in the last 24, 48 hours that I did this one, translated this one. This is how I finished out. I finished with the book of John, YAHUAH. For whatever reason, Yahuwah gave me my order. I did it. Hold on. For those of you that were on the leadership, y'all remember when we covered this? When Yahusha was sitting there on the shoreline, they were out there fishing, they came in. They're eating some fish and some bread together. And Yahusha looks over. It says the copper 3 times, do you really love me? Because he had denied him 3 times, so now he's putting him in check, saying from this point forward, do we ever got to deal with the denying me part? That's what Yahusha was checking copper. Come on. Jamie, focus. Stay right with me. Don't go nowhere else because you're going to get a breakthrough. Don't think about nothing else. Stay with me. Stay with me, man. Yahusha done asked him 3 times, copper. I'm going to give you the last one. YAHUAH 21:17. Then Yahusha said to copper a 3rd time, Shamaun. That's Simon, son of YAHUAH. Do you love me? Copper was sad that Yahusha asked him a 3rd time, do you love me? Copper replied, Master. Oh, it's deep, y'all. Master, you know everything. You know that I love you. Yahusha said to him, feed my sheep. I assure you that when you tied your own belt and walked around where you wanted to go, I assure you that when you were young, you tied your own belt and walked around where you wanted to go. But when you grow old, you will stretch out your hands, and others shall wrap your belt around you and take you where you do not want to go. Hold on. Yahusha said this to signify the type of death that copper would esteem Alua with. He gonna die a crazy death. I think they hung him upside down. It's bad. After saying this, Yahusha said to copper, come on, follow me. They got up and start walking away from the others. There's about 6 or 7 others there. They get up, they start walking away. Yahusha said, come on, follow me. Copper turned around. Now, y'all pay attention to this. I'm going to slow it down. Everybody paying attention? Emily said, gonna get me tore up again. Everybody paying attention? Watch this. I'm gonna read it to you from the True Scriptures. Copper turned around and saw the disciple whom Yahusha loved following them. That's YAHUAH, the one that's writing Revelation. This was the disciple who had leaned back against Yahusha during supper, the Last Supper, and said, Master, who is going to betray you? Because Copper had motioned to YAHUAH, hey, ask him, because he just said one of us going to betray him. Ask him. So YAHUAH leaned back up against Yahusha and said, Master, who's going to betray you? When Copper saw the disciple following them, so everybody else is sitting around the fire, YAHUAH, for whatever reason, He gets up and he's walking back behind them. He giving us some space, but he walking with them. When Kappa saw the disciple following them, he said to Yahusha, Master, what about him? What about him? Everybody pay attention. I'm going to put it in the chat. Y'all want me to put it in the chat? I'm going to put the true scriptures in the chat. YAHUAH. John 21, verse 22. Going in the chat. Let's go on. Y'all want me to put it in the chat? YAHUAH in John 21, verse 22. It's the last book of John. These are some of the last words I just got through translating. It's fresh. All right. Verse 22 from the Truth Scriptures. Watch this. Because some of y'all think I'm nuts when I said, I believe John's still living. YAHUAH. Read that. Did that cut off? Thank you, Brother Daniel. Did that cut off on YouTube? Sometimes YouTube will cut it in half. Y'all put in the chat quick. Tell me if YouTube cut off the message. Chapter 21, verse 22. Got it backwards, Juanita. Put in the chat. Got a bunch of people in here. It's full. Thank you, Isaac. Yahusha looked at him. Yahusha said to Kappa, if I want him to remain until I return, what difference does that make to you? You must follow me. He said, don't worry about him. You focus on you following me. Now, hold on. We know for a fact that Yahusha said, some of y'all here shall surely not taste death until I return. We know. He said that. And what in the world is YAHUAH getting up and following them? And then, what made Kappa ask him? What about him? What's he doing following us? Daniel, you tripping out? Daniel Libby like, what? He said, what business is it of yours?
Okay, I found this.
Check. We know it's hot because this crazy Siri jumped in that I never, ever use. Is that crazy? There you go, Evan. Yeah, Robert, this is deep. Watch. Yahusha said to Kappa, if I want him to remain until I return, what difference does that make to you? You must follow me. Now watch. This is how I know that Kappa believed it. Verse 23. Therefore, the word spread among the brothers and sisters that this disciple would not die. However, Yahusha did not actually say he would not die. Yahusha said, if I want him to remain until I return, what difference does that make to you? Watch how John finishes this up, though. This is YAHUAH, the last 2 or 3 verses here. Verse 24, this disciple that bears witness and testifies about all these things, I am the one writing these things you have read now. Hardly anybody's got that translation right. Because YAHUAH is saying, who's told you everything that you've been reading? It's me. I wrote these things down. And you know that my testimony is true. Yahusha did many other things as well. If all the things that Yahusha did while he was on earth, while he was on the earth, were written down, I imagine the world itself would not have enough room for the books that would be written. Y'all know this is deep. Let me get back over where I was at. Woo! Y'all know this is fire. That's why I had to stop for a second, bring it to everybody's attention. See what that does? Me just stopping and make you think that way? Yeah. YAHUAH, and for a fact, he was at least the last one alive when he was out on the island when he wrote Revelation HAZUN. Yeah. And we don't have no witness of anybody witnessing him dying. There's no account that he got hung up. All the rest of them got an account. How come there's no account of YAHUAH dying? Being strung up, dying, being hung up, being impaled, being burned up. All of them went through. They got records of all the rest of them being dead. Y'all ain't never thought about this, have you? This is deep. How deep is this? For real. Before I go on. Don't this make you stop and go, Yahuwah is the air. He can do anything. He can do it. Can he bring me out of my little situation I'm going through now? Yes. He can do anything. You got to just let him do his thing. I like that. Gerald said sometimes we take things for granted. We got to let Yahuwah be maximum. Y'all with me on that? Yamani, you feeling it? Yamani said, this is awesome. I just had to stop. That's a little ad lib, a little sidebar. Now I'm going back in. Y'all got me tore up. Then the messenger said to me, HAZUN chapter 22, Revelation 22:6. Then the messenger said to me, these words are faithful and true. The Master Yahuwah, our Allure, the allure of the spirits of the prophets, sent his messenger to show his servants what soon must take place. All right, this is why we can't mess around with these pagan holidays. We got to be done with all this nonsense. All right? There's a sense of urgency. We ain't got to rush, but we got to be urgent. There's a sense of urgency here. Y'all see what Daniel Libby said? I'm going to put it on the screen. Y'all better show up because Yahuwah be talking to me. For real, for real. Like I said, every time I come here with Elder Jay, I learn something new. Hallelujah. You're going to learn every time. It's not going to be a time. We can't play with none of this, and we got to get bold. And this is how we snatch some people out of fire. Because of what's happening next. Verse 7, Revelation 22:7, HAZUN. Look! Exclamation point. I am coming soon. This is Yahuwah talking. Blessed is the one who keeps the words of the prophecy of this book. Bam. And I, YAHUAH, am the one who heard and saw these things. When I heard, and saw these things, I fell down to worship at the feet of the messenger who showed me these things. But the messenger said to me, do not do that. Put your seatbelts on. I received that, Sarah. But the messenger said to me, do not do that. I am a fellow servant with you, your brothers and sisters. Watch this. Your brothers, sisters, the prophets, and all who keeps the words of this book. I am the fellow servants with you and your brothers and sisters and the prophets and whoever keeps the words of this book. The messenger said, I am a fellow servant with you. Worship Yahuwah only. There it is again. Why didn't he say another name? If it's the lamb that gave the prophecy of the words of the book to YAHUAH, go back in the beginning, it says the lamb gave it. How come now the messenger says, worship Yahuwah only? Why? Because the lamb is Yahuwah. We already picked that up. Verse 10. Then the messenger said to me, do not seal up the words of the prophecy of this book, because the end of time is near. Man, we can't see hardly any more signs than we're seeing now to tell you Yahuwah done stretched it out as long as he can stretch it out. Then he sent me and the team to go on and take it, push it through the end. That's what's going on here. You tell everybody that. That's my faith. Tell everybody. Jay believed that he was sent with the team to promote the truth, to get it tightened up, to wrap it up based on these words. Because the true words got to get out there or else none of this is going to take place. But we know it's going to take place because just like all the prophets taught, they had these things worked through human beings. That's what he's doing. He's working it through us human beings who accept his call. I'm on it, Emily. Do not seal up the words of the prophecy of this book because the end of time is near. Let those who continue to do wrong keep doing what is wrong. Stop arguing with people. He just told you right there. Don't argue. Don't debate with not one person. Nobody is worth it. Not one person is worth a debate. Not one person is worth the argument. Our job is to deliver the information. Keep moving. Why do you think they kept bringing up Eliyahu, Elijah, when Yahuwah was back as Yahusha? Why do you think they kept bringing him up? Because Eliyahu was so tight with his witness that he would do miracles, but he was never arguing and complaining. He's just telling you the truth and keep moving. He's gone. See you. Let those who continue to do wrong keep doing what is wrong if they want to. Not one translation has if they want to in it. I'm telling you. Write it down. Revelation chapter 11. No, I'm sorry. Chapter 22, verse 11. Revelation, Hazun 22:11. Not one translation has if they want to. You got to put if they want to. Let the filthy continue to be filthy if they want to. And you got to give people a choice. If they want to, has to be in the translation. Otherwise, we got contradictions happen, believe it or not. Let those who are righteous, yes, deep, continue doing what is right. If they want to. No argument here. This messenger is speaking on behalf of Yahuwah. He's directly coming from Yahuwah to tell people this. He telling YAHUAH to go tell everybody what I'm saying. Write it down, but don't seal it up. Let them see it. That's why we're getting to see it. Let the set apart continue to be set apart if they want to. You ain't ever forced to do nothing with Yahuwah, ever. True love is if you want to love me, love me. If I want to love you, I'll love you. That purifies and makes love complete if both sides want to. Yahuwah's already told us, like he told the man he healed. He says, if you want to, you can make me whole. You can heal me. Yahusha, when he walked on earth, says, I do want to. He always wants to. Verse 12, look! Exclamation point. Why can't we deal with no Mother's Day, no Father's Day, no Easter, no Christmas, no Halloween, none of these pagan holidays. We can't deal with them. You want to know why? Look, I am coming soon. That's why we can't play. We can't play with I am coming soon. And my reward is with me to give to each person what they deserve according to what they have done. I am the Aleph and the Tau, not the Alpha and the Omega. Get that pagan stuff out of here. I'm the Aleph and the Tau. That's the first Hebrew letter and the last one. The last one's the T, the Tau. It ain't the Z, it's the T. The first and the last, the beginning and the end. Blessed are they that wash their robes. How you gonna wash your robes? You gotta, Sister Yvette, you gotta get these pagan stuff off of you. Wash yourself. You can't participate in this nonsense like Mother's Day and all these other nonsense pagan holidays and rituals that everybody tries to drag you into. The Greek is gonna kill you. I'm the first and the beginning and the end. Blessed are they that wash their robes, so that they will have the right to come to the tree of life and are able to enter through the gates of the city. Woo! What we gonna do? Y'all want to go on the gates of the city? Come on, Brother Gerald. We going in the gates? I'm going in the gates. I'm washing my robes every day. I'm like, man, why you use so much detergent on this spiritual journey? Because I'm washing my robes. Every time I pick up something, they try, you tricked me on that. Wash it. Throw it in the wash. Yeah. Why? I want to have the right. Woo! I got to have the right to come to the tree of life and enter into the gates of the city. Why? Why? Boy, girl, you don't want to be outside. Verse 15. Because outside the gates of the city are the dogs, drug dealers, drug users, witches, sexual immoral, murderers, idolaters, and everyone who loves to tell lies. Keep on perpetuating the lie Mother's Day. That means you love that lie. You're going to be outside the gate. You're going to be outside the gate. You're going to be outside the gate. And all those that do wrong. Who's outside the gate? The dogs, the drug dealers, the drug users, the witches, the sexual immoral, the murderers, the idolaters, and everyone who loves to tell lies. Christmas is a lie. They even know it's a lie. They call it a white lie. He didn't put no white. He didn't put no black, no brown, no purple on it. He said, everyone who loves to tell lies, Mother's Day is a lie. Easter's a lie. New Year's Eve Day, New Year's Day, it's a lie. Valentine's Day, another lie. St. Patrick's Day, name these days that they keep trying to push down our throats, and they lies. And all that say it, love to say it, and those who listen to it and tolerate it and say, I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. I'm just going to respect what they got to say. No, I'm not. I'm not going to mess around and put one toe outside the gate. I'm going in. I'm going in. Heck with that. Woo! It's going to get hotter. Put some fire emojis in the chat. We got 6 more verses. And we out of here. Put some fire emojis in the chat. We got to get it hotter. Burn it up. Burn it up, Yahuwah. Outside the gates are the dogs, the drug dealers, the drug users, the witches, the sexual immoral. Oh, you love? What's your sign? You part of witchcraft. Don't put no sign on me. My sign is Yahuwah's in my forehead. Idolaters. People love that stuff. Don't give me no crosses. Don't talk to me about nothing but the truth. Because I got to be in the gate. I got to wash my clothes. I got to wash every day. I got to wash my robes. How often do I wash? I got to wash it every day. I got to make sure it's clean. You can't throw nothing up on me. Why? Verse 16 is why. Y'all ready? Verse 16 is why. I am Yahuwah Mashiach. Not one translation in the world has got those first words in Revelation 22. Verse 16. They don't got I am Yahuwah Mashiach. Satan tricked all these people to put Yahusha's name there. What? What? He already said, worship Yahuwah only. And all these translations put Yahusha's name there. And then all the pagan ones, Jesus' name up in there. He said, worship Yahuwah only. The messenger told you already up top. Come on. Everybody hit the like button. Hit the like, hit the like, hit the like, hit the like. Share it with 2 or 3 people. I'm almost out of here. Share it with them. They're going to watch the replay later on. They might come here and catch this fire in. It's going to be fire. I am Yahuwah Mashiach. I am the one who sent my messenger to tell you all of these things for the assemblies to hear. You part of the assembly? I am the root and the offspring of Duweed, Now he went all the way back. Told you the lineage where he came from to the earth. Woo! Oh yeah, I'll say it. What do you say? Yahusha Israel? I'll say them pagan words. I say them to tear them down. I never say them to pay homage. How do I know? Come out of the dark, y'all. Come out of the scared. Those of us that got the power of Yahuwah, we will call a pagan out. He said, don't have a pagan thing on your lips to give him praise, but put them pagan things on your lips so that they can't hide. Call them out. Jesus, you a lie. Said it. What you gonna do with that? Who said I can say it? Yahuwah. How I know? He said it. What you doing saying Baal? Can't say it. Yeah, he can. Choose this day who you gonna serve. Whether it be Baal, that's Jesus, called him out, or Yahuwah. As for me and my house, we serve Yahuwah. Never be afraid to call out a pagan. Don't let Satan trick y'all to go, I can't. Some people won't even say certain words because they are afraid. Hey, y'all dealing with the wrong one. You come talk to me with anything weak. I'll blow it up in the name of Yahuwah and keep walking. We going in. I am Yahuwah Mashiach. I am the one that sent my messenger to tell you all these things to the assemblies for them to hear. I am the root and the offspring of Dewey. And I am also the bright morning star. They try to put that on Satan. Wait till y'all see me do that translation. He trying to steal that. No. Yahuwah said, I am the bright morning star. It's me. It ain't nobody else. Can't steal my stuff. 17. The Spirit and the bride say, come. That's us. We got to be saying, come. Why did it say the Spirit and the bride say, come? Because the Spirit of Yahuwah is where? In me. So the Spirit that's in me yells out to Yahuwah, come. Tell him, Sister Annette, unedited for real. Man, it's on. Yahuwah that's within me, Yahuwah Ruach, yells out, come. Watch what happens. Yahuwah sitting up on high. Soon we yell at him right now. We can do it here. He gonna give us an answer. Be ready. Come, Yahuwah. Put it in the chat. Watch what he gonna say to us. We're gonna do a lesson here. Come, Yahuwah. It's on. The Spirit and the bride. We the bride. Say, come. Let everyone who hears these words say, come. And let anyone who is thirsty come. If you want the water of life, come. It is free. Come, Yahuwah. Soon we yell out to Yahuwah, come on back. Yahuwah yells back, I sent you the way to get me back. It's called the true scriptures. Hallelujah! It's the true scriptures. He's yelling back to us, get my true word in this world and I'll come. He coming back. But we got to get his word. We got to follow the instructions. Hallelujah. Woo! Y'all better get over to tsnt.org. All you doing when you support, you making it quick. You fastening it up. You making it get here quicker. He's coming back. How long we want it to be? Come on, Yahuwah. Come on. He's saying, what y'all waiting on? I gave y'all the power. The true scriptures is your staff. You coming to me like my servant Masha, and you want to cry and you want to complain about the Pharaoh power not letting you go? Stretch your staff out. Watch me deliver you. The staff is my word. Come, Yahuwah. Stretch out your staff, boy. Come on, Sister Ebony. Stretch out your staff. The true scriptures is the staff. It's going to part the seas. It's going to bring fire. It's going to bring hell. Hellfire down on this earth. We're going to be the ones doing their miracles with this word. I'm telling you, it's on. Them young people say it's on and popping for real. We're going to hear it pop when that lightning strikes across the seas. Come on, Daniel Bakote. Come on, Yahuwah. Get my word out. That's all you got to do. You get my word out there. They've been lying on me. Don't come up here crying to me about something I gave you the power to change. You can change it right now with the true scriptures. We doing it, ain't we? I got to clap for us because we doing it. We doing it. We making Yahuwah get back here. He going to look at us. There's going to be 144 set down with him. Way to go, my good and faithful servants. They done covered up everything. Y'all pulled the covers off. Y'all wasn't afraid a bit. It's on. Daniel's tore up. He said, I'm tore up. I saw Daniel today. He was bawling, crying on the leadership. Some of y'all got tears flowing down your face because Yahuwah is saying, I'm giving you the power to make me come back. Listen to my servants that sent to give you the message. They've been coming. I've been sending them over the years. Come on, William. I see you, my brother William Poet. The Spirit and the bride say, come. Let everyone who hears these words say, come. Let anyone who is thirsty come. If you want the water of life, come. It is free. Verse 18. I bear witness and I testify to everyone that hears the words of the prophecy of this book, that if anyone adds anything to this book, Allah will add the plagues that are written in this book to that person. That's what's going on. They added it. They tweaked it all around. They're going to get plagued up, and we're going to make it come. If anyone takes anything away from the words of the prophecy in this book, how you going to take Yahuwah's name out of here? Allah will take away that person from the tree of life. You removed his name out of that book. Your name just got erased out of the tree of life and the set apart city, which are written about in this book. The one who has had these things spoken to says, I am coming soon. Woo! Saw you, Edwin. Look at that. The one who has had these things spoken to says to me, I am coming soon. That's why we can't play with no nonsense no more. We done with all these pagan holidays. Because Yahuwah said, I'm coming soon. I say, yes, please come soon. Our master, Yahuwah Mashiach. Not one translation in the world got Yahuwah's name right there. Not one. That's right, Gerald. Not one. What are we going to do about the fact that not one translation in the world outside? Sister Emily going in. Not one has Yahuwah Mashiach there. They replaced his name. And there's people that think they got it right because they got Yahusha. Yahusha is telling you who he is. I am Yahuwah, your savior. I'm the only one. And they won't put it there. But you put it there. You go to tsnt.org, you get to say, I put his name back. That's what's going on. How hard are you going on this? How hard you going to give? How hard you going for Yahuwah? We're going to put this word everywhere. The money comes in, we're going to get it out all over the place. And we're going to tell everybody, go get your translation. We're going to come up with all kind of unique ways to make people stop and think. We're not going to be arguing with people. We're not going to be bashing people. We're just going to tell them, does your translation say this? Does your translation say, please come, our master Yahuwah Mashiach? It's deep. Thank you, Sister Patience. He says, I am coming soon. We say, yes. Please come soon, our master Yahuwah Mashiach. You know why it's important? As I say this last verse, I pray that the favor of the master Yahuwah Mashiach be with all of Aluah's set apart people. Hallelujah. Guess what? Not one gonna put Yahuwah's name in that last verse either. Them last two verses, they're gonna omit. They removed his name out of the book. So they get removed out of the tree of life. Y'all be careful with that name Yahusha. That name Yahusha, I'm telling you, was your key to who he is. You gotta be careful. You mess around, found Yahusha, and never get eternal life. Because you didn't realize he is Yahuwah. Yahuwah, you did it again. I didn't know what he's gonna do with this message. And I'm reading it, now he's showing me stuff in the spirit. I didn't know what he's gonna do. I just come on here and talk. I'm obedient. Then he started doing his work. Y'all see it. Sometimes we jump over here, jump over there. Thank you, Brother Byron. And that's a fact what Brother Byron said. I can't get around it. I can't run from it. I tried to. I'm telling y'all the truth. It's a fact. That's why nobody can mess with me. They can't make me feel bad. They can't throw no game. They can't. Because I'm just being raw. I ran from this message. I was I was Jonah. I was running. I don't want to do it. Something in me wouldn't let me not do it. Man, oh man, what is that? Something in me wouldn't let me not do it. And when I didn't want to do it. Now I love doing it. Now I'm telling y'all, it's my family. I ain't trying to talk. I ain't trying to get you to do nothing. If I tell you go tsnt.org, I'm telling you because I didn't want to do it, but I had to do it because something in me wouldn't let me not do it. And now that I'm doing it, I love it. So you can't mess with me on this. You can't make me feel no type of way. You can't shame me. You can't dog me. You can't talk trash about me. You can't sue me. You can't do nothing that everybody's trying to do to me over all these years. Try to kill me, poison me twice. I've been poisoned twice. I know Yahuwah lives in me because he said you drink poisonous drink. I've been bitten by poisonous animals. It's supposed to kill you. Don't kill me. Barb, you just got called his name, sis. Say it. Ain't nothing holding you back but your tongue, your throat. The truth is in your throat and on your tongue. Just get called out to him. I understand that too. I love what Barb asked. Well, something hold me back. I know. That's something to Satan. You can't let Satan win. When down in your heart, you know that if you were blessed and you had a great abundance, y'all all know you would do great things for humans. Y'all all know it. Everybody listening to me, except the haters. There's always some few haters trying to figure out how to hate. Even y'all. Come on. Don't it feel good to do a good thing for people? Yeah. So what if you get completely blessed to where you got it running all over you? That Yahuwah go on and stretch you out, fam. The time has come. He's coming back. Let's go to Yahuwah where we proved his principles work here on earth. This is the test. He created time for humans to fulfill their purpose. He lives outside of time, looking at us to go, are you going to do what I created you to do? You don't need to be in no poverty. You don't need to be in it. You only want to teach the poor to get abundant. If you in poverty, that's your chance to prove the scriptures to be true, to become 30-fold, 60-fold, 100-fold. You got to be that good ground that I've just planted that seed in. That's got to be you. True. Y'all accept that? I'm that good seed. No. I'm that good ground that had good seed planted in. That's you. You that good ground. Now I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. What a message, right? What a message. We got the real Revelation, Hazun, chapter 22, the finale, the grand finale. So many lessons packed in there. Now, I'm counting on y'all to help get this done. All the translations are finished. Y'all can see me here. I'm reading them, but they ain't scrubbed yet. Y'all see me ever reach in? Because I'm correcting little errors of typing and stuff as I go. But the overall translation is done. Now I got to go back. It's going to take me 7 to 10 days. Me. I already started, by the way. I've already started today. I'm faithful. Thank you, Brother Benjamin. No, I love you, bro. Feel you deep. I'm faithful. I started today. I'm moving on down. And I'm gonna get the whole thing done. It's gonna take me 7 to 10 days for me to review it. Then I'm gonna hand it to. We got some professionals that are editors, that are great people, and catching little crazy little stuff, comma here, parentheses there, capital letter here. Every time we talk about Yahusha and Yahuwah, we got to capitalize their you and me and those type of things. We got to catch all that. So that's going to take us about 17 days to complete that. So you got until the 31st of this May. They call it May. It's a pagan name. So we calling it out. Because I just told you it's a pagan name. See, I called it out. So I can tear it down. So when we get to the 31st of this month of May on the Roman Gregorian calendar, that completes the TSNT, the Truth Scriptures New Testament portion of the project. So you got all that time. You got the next 19 days that I'm telling you. Yahuwah has me primarily talking to the 144. That's 144, y'all. It's like, man, I'm gonna figure out how to walk lock and step with Yahuwah. That means every day you have an assignment in Yahuwah. You got to support tsnt.org somehow. Like every day, you should be doing something or getting somebody to do something to support the project. That's the real ones. Every day, you got to be like, because why? What am I doing? Every day, I'm just going at it. So you got to go at Yahuwah every day. When we get the project out there, we come back, we reconvene, we go, okay, what we tackling next? But we're going to be all throughout the end of this year, every day in this thing. Why? We got to get Yahuwah back here. Love you, Christine. I see you. We got to get Yahuwah back here. How we get him back here is we got to get this word out. And I'm telling y'all, this is what's so precious. Because some of us got the gift of prophecy. I don't have it fully all to the max. But I got some of it. And when I say the Spirit told me this, you can believe it. It told me this. The Spirit told me that we're going to be told when the word is throughout the entire world. We're going to be told it inside of here. We're going to talk about it. It's out there. We're going to be looking at each other. The word is throughout the entire earth. And then guess what we're going to be really doing? Looking up. Working and looking up. Because we're going to know once we come together and we say, this word, this true word is throughout. It's going to turn the whole world upside down. For real. It's going to turn everything. Because we're going to go, it's going to smash all translations. It's going to expose them. It says you cannot keep the light dark, for the light will expose the darkness. That's what the true scriptures is. It's the biggest light that's come to the earth since Yahuwah came, died, resurrected. And then the translation started. The originals, that's the greatest light. Like these Peshitta writings, them Dead Sea Scrolls, oh, them the beautiful things. But who's going to be counted worthy enough to translate them into all the other languages? It's us. So you got to be part of that everyday stuff. You can't say, well, hey, man, I contributed over here, did my part, I'm waiting for it to come out. No, you got to be a worker. The harvest is plentiful, but the workers are few. Pray to the Father for more workers. Y'all think that website is a little website? That's a worker site. That's a fact. And I'm watching what we doing. And you seeing it. You watching it. Man, we right there. We this close to where the name video, put it in the chat. Everybody share the name video out today. Everybody go on their wall and put the namevideo.com up. All you gotta do is put the name, say, go watch this. We're about 500 views away from hitting 400,000 views on that video. 400,000. Everybody go put the namevideo.com on one of their social media walls. Thank you, Brother Mark. Baruch Abba Bashem Yahuwah. Blessed are those who come in the name of Yahuwah. Go put the name video out. We're going to hit 400,000 views in a matter of days. Might happen in the next 24, 48 hours. I don't think it's going to take no more than 3-4 days. Put it out there. That's working. Post something. Go, hey, help mom, dad. Put something on this true scriptures. You know I'll do that. You better put something on that. Why? Because Yahuwah gave me the truth. I don't believe that. Do it for me. You the one brought me in this world. I'm the one that found it. Do me a favor. Put something on it. Let's talk to everybody. Put something on it. The wealth of the wicked is stored up for the righteous. Put something on it. Tell them. Put something in it. You're going to have people, they don't care nothing more about Yahuwah than a man that was, I ain't going to say that part about the moon. All right. They don't care nothing about Yahuwah. And they going to go, when you come in, it's going to be just like when he brought him out of Matzah, out of Egypt. Go in there and take all the gold. Just say, hey, put something in there. You're going to see people come out of nowhere. They're going to put something in there. And they're going to contribute to get this word out. Love y'all. I'm out. Talk to y'all soon. Y'all got a good one today. Yes.